told you before the game that they were going to shoot 76 times and out-rebound you guys by 14. How would you have thought the game would end up?
I would have said we're going to get our bleep kicked, and it's going to be ugly, and I'm going to be really upset. Yeah, and I was saying that on the radio. 76 shots, so all those from offensive rebounds, 23 offensive, lose on the boards, 34-48. It's really hard to win a game like that. That's just kind of a fluke, and we did some other good things, and they struggled from the three-point line. I think that's one of the reasons why we came out successful, but you cannot do that in Pac-12 and win games. In the games that we've done that, Stanford, Oregon State, we've gotten crushed. So we're luckily we did some other good things tonight. Jalea had a monstrous game, and then everybody's kind of pitched in, and we got some tough breaks. But yeah, that's something that has to be addressed for sure.
Do you think this game more than any other just showed kind of the resiliency? It seemed like every time they would try to make a run, you guys hit a big shot time to time, especially Cat in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Cat made some big plays. Yes, I think that we're playing hard. We're not quitting. It's not perfect. It's not beautiful, but we're just finding a way. And I think that one of the things that worried me in the game is we don't know how to win yet. We don't know what it takes when it's a close game, like the Cal. We don't know how to pull things out, and we still don't have the discipline to get some stops. So it's really hard to mix up defenses, but we are getting better. When we're lacking one area, we're kind of stepping up in other areas. So I think that everybody kind of pitched in. Kat stepped up. Sam Thomas just does her things. I need to find a way to get her to be more aggressive because it'll help us. But and then Jalea was 7 for 7 in the first half. But we hadn't seen this Jalea in a few games, so I'm glad that she kind of came out of her shell. And because in order for us to win, we have to have big nights from Jalea.
Coach, I thought that actually Lucia's play at the point. I mean, she was 4 for 5 from the field, but her floor generalship your shooting percentage was off the hook.
Yeah,
I think a lot of that was because of the fact that she found the open shooter time and time again.
Yeah, I mean, her assist to turnover tonight, 4 and 3. It's not good, as right when I say that, but her assist to turnover ratio coming into this game is 13 to 3. So even now, she's 17 to 6. It's still a really good percentage. But Lucia is our catalyst on offense. I'd like to see a way to get her more than 5 shots, but Lucia is not going to force shots. She's not going to take bad shots, but she runs our offense. She knows where to put the ball. She reads defense. She does so many things that are really, really important, and they don't show up on stat sheet, like setting someone up for the next pass. So her consistency, her poise is really important. And Marley's going to learn. Sam Fatkin will learn, but right now, when Lucia's out of the game, we struggle. And Lucia and Sam Thomas playing 37 minutes, or Kat and Sam Thomas playing 37 minutes. It's a lot of minutes. Lucia 35. They just looked really tired tonight. Like at times I was like, move, and I was like, why are they so tired? So that's just kind of the part of the season. You hit that wall.
So Kat obviously she hit a bunch of threes.
Yeah.
She was feeling it, but also her defense. She took a lot of
Charges.
She got that. She got a big rebound at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Clicking.
Yeah, I mean, she's played well the last few games. I think she got her confidence back in Oregon. She missed a couple. She just hasn't played 100% the whole year. She's battled some injuries. I've held her out of practice for a couple days, so she was only back like a day before this game. So she's just kind of battling. She's a fighter. She's someone you have to rein in and say, okay, you're not practicing today. You're getting limited reps. But, she gives her heart. She plays with her heart whether she scores or not. And she does a lot of valuable things that don't show up on the stat sheet. And then she also is a great leader in the locker room. So when she's feeling good and playing good, then Jalea, it's a big difference. And Destiny is really important, but it just wasn't her night tonight. But she still did some really good things.
How concerned were you knowing that they're a pretty good three-point shooting team? They start off 2 for 16, and then all of a sudden, the fourth quarter, Alexis Robinson starts getting hot. How concerned were you about that?
I wasn't really concerned because their percentages isn't great for the year. They're like low 30s. When they're two-star players, one is 33 and one is 27%. So I was concerned at halftime. I did address that because they're 2 for 15, they're going to hit some shots. It's just the way it goes in the second half. But for us, it's like we're better in our 2-3 zone. So knowing you are going to give up some shots, but the thing I'm disappointed is the way we rebounded out of it, because we're going to give up some shots, but they shot 31. So 8 for 31, so I can live with that percentage. I just can't live with the rebounding, and it's hard to rebound out of zone. But my message to them is, if we can do it against Oregon, the number 7 team in the country, and we can rebound well against Cal, I feel like we can rebound well against Colorado. And we just didn't have that focus tonight, and I don't know why.
I think some of the rebounding is kind of misleading because they did get a lot of offensive boards, but those are off of missed threes, and then the defense clamped them down.
Yeah.
And their second half, their second, third opportunities just weren't there. So,
Yeah.
you came out of that beneficial, but yeah, it's kind of.
Those are risks, and
Yeah,
against a
exactly.
tougher team, it's hard. But I think the thing that was irritating was they get like 3 at one time. They got them in bunches, and it's just like, come on. But that's what, when Destiny's in foul trouble, we really struggle there because she's the only one with a little bit of size, not girth, but size. So, it's important for us that Jalea's on point, Destiny, and Sam is always going to get her 8 and 7 or her 7 to 10 rebounds. She just consistently does that. It's just other people stepping up to do it.
Happy or relieved that that's the first conference?
I mean, normally I'm happy. I definitely am, but it's hard when you're like really happy to get your first win. It's like when you're a competitor and you're used to winning, it's really hard. I am very happy, but I'm just like, I don't feel like we won a national championship. I'm happy that we're undermanned, we're undersized, we found a way. I'm happy, and I hope that leads to more momentum. But my objective in this program, my goal is to not be so happy for the one win. It's the expectation. So it's hard as a competitor, and I'm just being honest. It's like, yeah, we should win, but I feel that way a lot. Like, I never feel like we shouldn't win. I feel like, I'm happy for the girls. I'm happy that they fought, and I'm happy that they're giving me their heart. And I just know that in the future, I'm not going to be happy with a one win. I'm just going to expect that we don't lose at home. So sorry, that's probably like a Debbie Downer, but that's just my mentality. So it's just, you want instant gratification.
I think the freshmen are probably going to take the win more than the upperclassmen, but just to kind of keep them in check, and Utah's coming in Sunday for your second time around. What message are you going to tell them to not discount the win, but to kind of keep them focused?
Well, I think you can't get too high, you can't get too low. But what I'm proud of is when you don't know how to win and you're really low, you don't really know that yet. So just saying we celebrate this tonight and tomorrow it's different. Utah's a very good team. They had a very good win in ASU. So we have to rebound better because Utah is way bigger than Colorado. And Colorado's missing some key players. So against Potter and against their post players, we have to box out. And we cannot give 23 offensive rebounds. We'll lose by 40. So we got to focus. But if we shoot the ball like this, I'd be very happy. But definitely defensively, we got to be a little bit better. And we have to be able to mix things up a little more because they're a good team.
Coach, do you think the significance of tonight's game made an impact on the players?
I think it did. I think it just gave us a little bit more momentum and a little bit more energy. I think that it was an important game. We used on our board Rise to Win. And I think that it's just the excitement, the good crowd. I think that stuff helps. It helps when you're tired and your legs are dead and you hear the crowd just behind you. I think those things help. And there was excitement about the game. I think what also helped was that in Colorado, we had a very competitive game. There was a lot of talking. There was almost a fight. So I think that was extra incentive to do well. So I think all of those things helped. But because they wanted this one. You know how when the girls start talking and stuff like that, and there was emotions. But yeah, I do think it helped, and I think it was a great thing we did. We were the first college, so I was excited to have this game and do it with Rise. I hope you guys all got a Rise shirt. Well, you guys got, this is the man. So Adam, they need a Rise shirt. They can represent. This is who's better to represent than them. So we're gonna have to. You guys talk to Adam because we do have some extra ones. They're pretty cool.
Oh, yes, thanks for reminding me. So Kate Reese, first McDonald's All-American.
And not the last. Let me put that out there. Very excited. I was fortunate enough to sign some All-Americans at Washington. Signed the first 3, actually. And so to come here at Arizona with the state of how the program is now and has been, that's huge. I think that Kate is a competitor. She's a total package kid. She is fierce. She is relentless. She is like she plays like she plays like it's her last game. She's probably gonna give me a lot of foul trouble her first year, her first couple games, but she's just gonna raise the level of this program. Not only because she's McDonald's All-American, I'm talking about her mentality. So I'm just excited. I'm excited for the program because when you're at a program that can sign McDonald's All-Americans, and there's only 3 schools in the Pac-12, it's us, Stanford, and Cal. So for us to land a player like that, it says a lot for this program. And it shows that players want to come here and build something special. And that's the same thing that happened with us at Washington. Kelsey Plum wanted to come there and make a legacy, start a legacy. And Kate wants to do that here. And she is the right person to do that around. So
How would you compare Kelsey with Kate?
they're so different. Kelsey's a guard. Kate's a forward. I think they're both ultra competitive. They're both fighters. They're both not intimidated by anybody. They will both elbow you in a heartbeat. They will both dive on you to get the ball. I think that the mentalities similar, but games are just so different. But I think Kate is going to be a 2,000-point kid. Kelsey just, she's so rare scoring 3,000 plus points. But I think they're both special, and I think that Kelsey's a gym rat. A lot of kids say they're gym rats, but they're not. They say they love the game, they don't. They just say it, and it sounds good. But Kelsey loved the game. Kelsey worked more than any college player I've ever seen. She worked as much as like a Diana Taurasi, a Lauren Jackson, and I've only seen the best players in the world, and I've only seen a handful of them. And Kelsey worked like that. I think Kate will be like that. I really do. And when you bring a player like that for the culture, it changes everything because then it becomes the thing to do. Then it's Aerie does it. Then it's, Valeria does it. Then it's Destiny. And then it's Marley, so it's contagious. It's kind of like, oh, I better do it, and everybody else is doing it. And that's what Kelsey did at Washington. So you need those culture kids to change the culture, and to show what it's supposed to be like. And Kelsey did that for us at Washington. And I think Kate will start that here. I really do. And I think that after that, I think we will sign more McDonald's All-Americans.
Last night, she played a game they're playing tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she was like, I got 24 points, 11 rebounds. It was a bad game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's getting, her team is not that strong right now, but she's getting like 40 points a game and playing the whole game. But like some players, you can't play the whole game. Some players just don't have that in them. Like the Kelsey Plums, the Kate Reeses, you can play them the whole game. They want to play the whole game. They don't want to come out of the game. And it's just a different mentality. Like when I played, I didn't want to come out of the game. I would be dying. I'm still going to give it my all. And like I wouldn't ask to come out. It just wasn't my mentality. I think it's just such a different generation. And these kind of kids are hard to find. And you don't find them a lot. And I don't think you can teach that to someone. You can't teach someone to be like a fierce competitor fighter. You can extract some more competitiveness out of them, but you can't change the character. Like I've been like that with everything. I'm like that with, I could play against my mom or my sister, my brother, and I don't care. You just want to kick their butt. And I think that's just how you are. And she's one, and those are the kind of kids I want to coach. I don't want to coach you and motivate you. Like if I have to motivate you, I can't coach you. So like I don't like that. It's draining to me. Like to say don't take plays off. I want kids that are intrinsically motivated, and Kate is that kid. Another kid that's like that is Shalise Smith. She is a fighter. She is a dog. She is going to. They're like going after a bloody steak. I mean, they are just fighting, and those are the kind of kids I want to coach in this program. I want toughness. I want grit. I want kids that want to be their best in everything they do, and that are just like dying to be better. Those are the kind, and that love it, and that love the game, and love what they do, and it's important to them. Like that's the kind of kids I want to coach. Those are the kind of kids I want to coach. Now, if you find any kids like that, please let me know, because there's not a lot like that. So,
All right, anything else? Thanks.
all right, thank you. Bye.
Thanks, Julia Bennett. Open up for questions.
So Julia, last game wasn't a great game for you. You had a bunch of fouls early against Oregon State, and it seemed like today you came out and you're just like, I'm gonna make up for it. Is that what was going on in your mind?
Well, not that I got to make up for it, because, I focus on, next game. But I just, to be honest, I come out with the same mentality every game. Like, we're going out here to compete to win. We're playing to win. And it's the same with every game. But I was feeling it early, and it's always good. So I'm just happy.
Kat, those are two big threes you hit in the fourth quarter to kind of keep them at a distance. What did you see from their defense overall in the evening, and how were you able to take advantage of their zone?
Well, I think anytime a shooter sees a zone, their eyes kind of light up a little bit, but I saw they were trying to trap the corner a lot. So Adia said, get it to the corner and then get it out quickly, and then find that open person, because it's essentially, there's going to be one person open. So I think my teammates did a really good job of finding me and out of that trap.
How difficult was it to match up with Alexis Robinson as she started to get hot in the fourth quarter, and she essentially brought them all the way back to 2 points?
Yeah, personally, I made a mistake. I was supposed to be in a man, but I was in zone. So, but it's just recognizing where the shooters are, especially in transition. She hit one in transition. And so the biggest thing is in transition, knowing where the shooters are, recognizing, and getting out to them, running them off the line.
Julia, how did you guys, I mean, they had 23 offensive boards, which is huge, but they had to jack up 31 three-pointers, so a lot of those rebounds were the long missed shots. And then, but you guys regrouped. How did you regroup off a missed three? Because they really didn't have a lot of success on their second, third attempts on possessions.
Yeah, the biggest thing is they did get a lot of offensive rebounds, but we can't stop playing. Just because they get an offensive rebound doesn't mean we have to make it easy for them to put it back. And so, watching film and scouting that they do, when they get an offensive rebound, they like to throw it back up. So it's just walling up and getting there, and because we are undersized. And so we have to be more physical down there. So, and we have to be more physical than we were tonight when we move on to the next team.
If I told you that they were going to shoot 76 times from the floor, 23 more times than you, and you would be out rebounded by 14, would you have thought you were going to win the game?
I'd ask for their percentages.
That's good. Yeah.
So Coach Barnes always talks about how you guys do it, is it 5-minute increments, 4?
Wars, yeah.
4?
Yeah.
And you guys you won most of them today. And it seemed like you were putting it all together. There was a feeling, did you guys feel it all game? Like, we're in this, we can really pull it out, this is our game?
We started the game, in our huddle, we said, we got to go out there and know that we can win this game. And like Adia said, when we were talking, she said, we got to sit here and say that we're going to win every war we go out there and play. And with that mentality, it helps you. We did lose a couple of wars, but we won the most important one. And so, yeah, but in the huddle, I actually believe that we could win this game. And I never for a second throughout the game thought that we were going to lose. I knew we were going to get this win.
So getting your first conference win is obviously huge, but how are you going to propel the emotion and just into Utah's game on Sunday? Keep it going.
Well, I think we kind of owe them one. That was our first conference game, and it did not go the way we wanted it to. So kind of using this as momentum. I think every game, win or loss, you pick something up from it. You learn from it. I think this will give us a confidence boost, and it also gives us stuff to work on. And I think moving into Utah, we're going to fix that, and we're going to go into that scout with a confident mindset.
How good does it feel to get that first win?
It was great. Yeah.
And to piggyback off of what she said, Utah was our first conference game, and we got a lot of young new players, and so those jitters are out. So next game we're coming to compete. We're playing to win.
Anything else? All right. Thank you, ladies.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Fingers still jammed.